Welcome to your complete Grade 12 Geography revision. In this tutorial, we'll explore all the key topics covered in your syllabus, from climate and weather to geomorphology, settlements, and economic geography. Let's begin your journey to mastering geography and achieving top marks. Module 1. Climate and Weather. Mid-latitude cyclones. Mid-latitude cyclones, also called extratropical cyclones or frontal depressions, form between 30 degrees and 60 degrees north or south. They develop where cold polar easterlies meet warm westerlies at the polar front, creating friction and uplift. They move eastward, have two fronts, warm and cold, and can last up to 2 weeks. These cyclones affect South Africa mainly in winter, bringing rain to the Western Cape. The stages include the initial stage with parallel air movement, the wave stage where friction lifts warm air, the mature stage with fully developed warm and cold fronts, and the occluded stage where the cold front catches the warm front. Cold fronts bring thunderstorms and hail, while warm fronts cause light, steady rain. These systems can cause flooding, snow, and damage to crops, but also supply water for vineyards and fruits. Precautions include building on higher ground, securing boats, and having proper drainage. Tropical cyclones. Tropical cyclones form over warm oceans between 5 degrees and 25 degrees latitude, where sea temperatures exceed 27 degrees C. They require calm conditions, strong Coriolis force, and upper air divergence. These storms are known as hurricanes, typhoons, or cyclones, depending on location. They develop in stages: initial, immature, mature, and dissipating. At maturity, pressure drops below 1,000 mm. Strong winds form, and the eye of the storm becomes calm and clear. When they reach land, they lose energy, causing flooding, storm surges, and destruction. Preparedness measures include sandbags, evacuation plans, and early warnings. High and low pressure systems. South Africa's weather is influenced by 3 high-pressure systems: the South Atlantic, South Indian, and Kalahari highs, and seasonal low-pressure systems. In summer, the Kalahari high weakens, allowing moist air to reach the interior, bringing rain. In winter, it strengthens, blocking rain-bearing winds. Cold Benguela currents bring dry weather to the west, while the warm Mozambique current brings humidity and rain to the east. Low-pressure systems like thermal lows and cut-off lows cause thunderstorms and heavy rainfall. Berg winds are hot, dry winds blowing from the interior to the coast, often causing forest fires and heat-related illnesses. Valley and urban climates. In valleys, slopes facing the equator are warmer and drier than pole-facing slopes. At night, katabatic winds cause cold air to sink, forming inversion layers and fog. During the day, anabatic winds rise upslope, carrying away smoke. Urban areas experience higher temperatures than rural areas, forming urban heat islands due to concrete surfaces, human activity, and pollution. At night, cold air traps pollutants, forming a pollution dome. Planting trees, rooftop gardens, and reflective paints can reduce these effects. Module 2. Geomorphology. Drainage systems. A drainage basin is the area drained by a river and its tributaries, separated by a watershed. Rivers can be perennial, seasonal, or episodic. Drainage patterns include dendritic, rectangular, radial, trellis, and parallel, each shaped by rock type and relief. Drainage density depends on rainfall, vegetation, slope, and rock permeability. High rainfall and steep slopes increase drainage density. Fluvial processes and landforms. Rivers erode, transport, and deposit material, creating features like V-shaped valleys, meanders, floodplains, oxbow lakes, levees, and deltas. In the upper course, rivers erode vertically, forming steep valleys and waterfalls. In the middle course, meanders develop as lateral erosion increases. In the lower course, deposition forms wide floodplains and deltas. Rejuvenation occurs when a river regains energy due to uplift or sea level drop, forming terraces and entrenched meanders. River capture happens when one river diverts the flow of another through headward erosion, creating an elbow of capture and wind gaps. Catchment and river management. Rivers are crucial for transport, energy, agriculture, and tourism. However, human activities like damming, pollution, and deforestation damage river ecosystems. To manage rivers sustainably, strategies include maintaining buffer zones, conserving wetlands, and regulating waste disposal. Module 3. Rural and Urban Settlements. Rural settlements. Rural areas consist of dispersed farmsteads or nucleated villages. Settlements depend on site factors like water, soil, and relief, and can form patterns such as dispersed, linear, or planned. Rural depopulation occurs as people migrate to cities for better opportunities, leaving behind declining services and ghost towns. Solutions include improving rural infrastructure, providing jobs, and training farmers. Land reform in South Africa includes restitution, tenure reform, and redistribution to correct past inequalities and promote economic growth. Urban settlements. Urbanization refers to more people living in cities. Urban areas provide services, employment, and infrastructure, but also face problems like congestion, pollution, and informal settlements. Urban structures include CBDs, residential zones, industrial areas, green belts, and rural urban fringes. The Burgess, Hoyt, and Harris and Ullman models explain how cities are organized, showing concentric zones, sectors, or multiple nuclei. Urban issues include overcrowding, housing shortages, crime, and service delivery protests. Sustainable cities promote decentralization, green spaces, and efficient public transport. Module 4. Economic Geography, Structure of the Economy. The economy consists of 4 sectors: primary, mining, farming; secondary, manufacturing; tertiary, services; and quaternary, research and technology. Each contributes to GDP, employment, and development. Agriculture provides food, exports, and jobs. South Africa has both small-scale farmers, subsistence and local trade, and large-scale farmers, commercial and export-based. Challenges include climate change, drought, pests, and limited funding. Food security ensures enough nutritious food for all citizens. Mining drives South Africa's economy through foreign exchange and job creation. Major minerals include coal, gold, and platinum. However, strikes, safety issues, and environmental problems remain major challenges. Reducing strikes and improving worker conditions can strengthen the sector. Industry. Industries are classified as heavy, light, footloose, or market raw material oriented. Major industrial areas include Gauteng, PWV, Durban, Pinetown, Port Elizabeth, Uitenhage, and the Southwestern Cape. Industrial growth is supported by infrastructure, skilled labor, and government incentives. Challenges include pollution, high transport costs, and labor strikes. Industrial development and strategies. Industrial Development Zones, IDZs, and Spatial Development Initiatives, SDIs, attract investment and create jobs. Examples include the East London IDZ and Phalaborwa SDI, which promote trade and local growth. Post-apartheid policies like RDP, GEAR, and the National Development Plan aim to create sustainable, inclusive development. The tertiary and informal sectors. The tertiary sector includes services like education, healthcare, and transport. The informal sector, although unregulated, provides income for many people and reduces unemployment. It faces challenges such as lack of capital and infrastructure, but can be improved through licensing, training, and dedicated trading areas. Conclusion: you've just completed a full revision of Grade 12 Geography. We've covered everything, from weather systems to settlements and the economy. Understanding these topics helps you see how people and the environment interact, and how sustainability ensures a balanced future for all. So keep revising, stay consistent, and remember, geography is not just about maps, it's about understanding our world.